We're not borrowing that again, by the looks of it.
Cheers. Is that your first ever one?
Yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
We are 6 minutes away from delivering £10,000 worth of check. Stop! Hello, everybody! How are we doing? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was trying to fix the issue with the winners banners and stuff, and I found out, I was like, oh, I updated Stream Deck, I updated OBS. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if it's sticky keys, just for the fact, because I had an issue the other day where I couldn't use like Windows and full stop or Windows and period, or when I'm doing screenshots, Shift, Windows and S and stuff. I thought I was faffing about with sticky keys, and it wasn't. It was basically I pressed a button on my keyboard that locks the Windows key, and where I hadn't turned the sticky keys option in accessibility back off, it was causing issues with the Stream Deck. Just didn't want to play banners or anything then, so I've got that working for the live draw. So I was like, right, better get that sorted. Plus, technically, I'm not late. There's no set time for the pre-live as such. I could go live half hour before comms close if I wanted. But no, of late, I like to try and go live sort of between, you know, 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. How are we doing, Al? You good? Al, Lee, Nicola, Julie, Ruth, Leanne, Monster Munch, Crunch. What I want, okay? Little Z, little But no, I was just trying to get, because I do like utilizing the winners banners and stuff on a live draw. I think it does look quite effective when people have won, when I remember to press the button. And obviously sounds and stuff. Pickled onion to you, sir. As I say, I think it just adds that little bit to it. Do you know what? I cannot wait for a haircut tomorrow. What is going on with this? The ginger flame. It looks a bit better, actually. Just brush it up. Just push that hairline back even further. How are we doing? We got Rusty. Nicola, I'm trying to watch while walking the dog, but can't see shite in this, son. I hope you've got a small dog, because the one, if it sees another dog across the field, you're just going to eject from the live draw. How doing, Chris? You good? Reminds me of that one South Park episode where Cartman keeps, I do what I want. Yeah, I do what I want. Do what I want. Bro, I went 9 months without a haircut or shave. You saw how I looked. I did see how you looked. Questionable. No, actually, the beard kind of suited you, to be fair. Yeah, he's good. We're all good. It's just an annoyance, isn't it? That's all I'm going to say on the matter. I wasn't stepping in any more than needed. Ray can look after himself, but I don't know, just weird. Like, the bottom line is there's zero tolerance here anyway. If anyone who's been here for any amount of time knows that we're up for a laugh. We do like a laugh, sometimes innuendo driven, sometimes we can go a little bit too far. But if there's a position that Hang on, let me turn this brightness up a bit for you. But you know, if there is too much, there we go. But it just became annoying. It was a nuisance. It was harassment, still harassment, and it was just nipped in the bud. And those of you that have seen the socials and stuff, it was ridiculous. And that person is then saying how much that either myself or Ray are carrying it on, but ultimately when you get to the social platforms that leave reviews, be it Google or Trustpilot, and you leave a 1-star review for being called out and say you know why, it's going to cause for re-engagement. Of course it is, especially when you know, reviews are important to a business like ours. But at the end of the day, I think it goes to show their values compared to ours. Also, I can see the laughing and stuff in chat. I'm sorry if I blinded you with my complexion and the and the bright lights, as Gizmo would say. So yeah, it was definitely an annoyance. So so yesterday I was sorting out the garden. For anybody who's been kind of keeping tabs, is taking. I had a project started in the garden and it's taken over a flipping year. Still not quite. It's pretty much 98%. There's a couple of bits. So I was in the garden, jet washing it down, getting it all clean, setting up the furniture, and to come back to all of that, I was just like, oh my gosh, just please give it a rest. You know, and it's just, yeah, absolutely nuts. And obviously it comes to something when not one single member of the community sided with that other person. Yeah, God, yeah, my ginger complexion. And yeah, like I say, we like a laugh here, but when it, you know, jokes can get old. It was said it was getting old, and then it did start borderline and getting, you know, semi-offensive, and then it became offensive, especially this morning, seeing, obviously they asterisks out what they were trying to say, but the see you next Tuesday was throwing about effing this, effing that, just zero tolerance. So yeah, that person is now banned. Any comps that they were in for, and this goes to show, right? So who and what we are as a company, and as both at the end of the day, Comp City Giveaways is a company that was set up by two best mates. We're a family and friends run company, with Mum being customer services and Ray's brother being our operations manager. And our refund policy is clear. If for whatever reason the promoter, aka us, decide that we disqualify you from a competition, or there's issues your side or whatever, we don't have to refund you as per our terms and conditions. However, this person, we made sure we saw whatever tickets were live, they all got refunded. So like nearly £200 worth of tickets refunded. And at the end of the day, we didn't have to do that. It's just more so, just, I guess, grow up. And yeah, in some ways, for people joining, it might be like, oh my God, this seems a bit toxic. But I think when you look at the context, it's not actually... Well, put it this way. We've been going nearly 5 years. I never has anyone... For those of you who've probably been here for that period of time, or close to that time, we've had the odd little D-head, should we say, but we've never had any issues like that. And again, you saw the outcome and where it went, so... We leave it in your court to decide at that point. I like that. No context needed here. Also, Matthew, you had some really good rebuttals. It was quite funny this morning. But at the end of the day, we're a community as well. So yes, we're a competition website. We're a business. We like banter and all of that. But also we're a community. We've got a huge community that enjoy what we do, and it needs to stay safe both sides. Now, it was one thing going at a director the way they did, but I also did notice that they were going sort of after you earlier, Matthew, and some other people, and it's like, just take some accountability and back down when, so, like, even me, like, especially with my mind, sometimes I have no filter, and sometimes on a live draw or pre-live, I've really got to tone certain things that I say down, because I do have a dark sense of humor. So obviously for business purposes, I have to tone that down. But if I ever offended somebody, for whatever reason, even if to me I was like, oh, was it that bad? If somebody was like, look, I'm tired of this now, I just stop. Simple. And you just apologize, you move on, because everybody's different. But to continue and continue and continue and continue, something had to give. So, ta-ra, love. Band refunded, and better odds for the community. Yeah, very true, Magic Beans. Very true. That shows how good you guys are. I mean, we swear is a bad thing when you try hard. I like swearing. Swearing is good. Bro, it was an Hinge Mafia, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Really weird, Jude. I don't know. But bygones be bygones. It's been dealt with in house now. People have seen the outcome overall, and sometimes it gets like that on social media, unfortunately. Oh, there was just some more backs and forths, Brian. More of the same behaviour, if anything, a little bit more triggered this time. So yeah, crazy. Someone loses their shit. Well, stay active. Keep counting how many rolls we do on RNG. Adam, never miss a pre-live or a live draw, and make sure you're on socials 24/7 every single second of the day, and then maybe we won't get that issue. Probably, well, both at the moment, Magic. So our Google reviews is something that we're trying to build more on. Trustpilot is always handy because everybody knows what Trustpilot is. But yeah, have I got Google on here? I got Trustpilot. Google reviews will be... We've got this on here somewhere. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Yeah, you can literally jump here and write a review there as well. So if I open that link, obviously it's gonna be different for me. It's my game and see, but that should take you there. Yeah, that says. God, look how zoomed in I am. But yeah, if you go to this site, you can see here you can write a review on Google. But either one helps us massively. You can even leave a review on our Facebook page. That's no problem at all. But every little helps, as they say. I'll get our official stuff on my little social sticky notes. All done and dusted. What games you playing recently? I've actually stepped into the world of Ghost of Yotai. From what I've played, I'm enjoying. I went to play some yesterday morning. I played about half hour, and I was like, I need to sort my garden out, which I'm glad I did because now it's a place that I can actually use it. So that's been awesome. But yeah, Ghost of Yotai, and you'll hear this from me a lot, is from what I have played. Because my brain is wired in such a way that I get really, really invested. Something else comes up, oh, piece of candy, and then I'm off onto that one or doing something else. But yeah, Ghost of Yotai compared to Ghost of Tsushima, it's almost more fluid. I think because you haven't got like the honor system this time, you are a mercenary / assassin. I feel that you're more badass. I love the fact that you are playing a woman protagonist, and the story and stuff was really good. And even the story behind the Genku tree, if anyone knows, like the actual Genku tree is something that you can cut pretty much, you can burn. It just shows resilience, and I love that they've weaved that into this stuff. The collector's edition is absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Adam. Because I gave up in the end. I was like, yeah, no. As I say, I think I will take that, and it's absolutely stunning. So the way that they've done the collector's edition and stuff of it. And I've just got a standard PS5. I've got a launch edition PS5, essentially, if you could call it that. So from back in November 2020, did it come out? 2019? I've got and it just runs smooth. There's no stress on the PS5. I've not had any frame drops. I am playing on performance mode. I prefer that for a game like that, especially because you need to get your timings right for melee and stuff. There's a different attacks on this one, so you can get disarmed and stuff on this one, so you need to react to that differently. So I thought that was cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed my timing. A little bit repetitive though in parts. So like you might come across like a Ronin, and then you do this little stare down and you pull your sword out, and that's repetitive. But I am a little bit like, ooh, piece of candy. But the world is absolutely beautiful. The physics are good. It doesn't take itself too seriously, so it's not. If it was a racing game, it's not like Forza. It's more like Forza Horizon. It's like it has a bit of fun in between. I am going to be getting Battlefield 6, and Ray's rumouring to get it as well, because I think that's a game that you can just jump in and out of as well, Battlefield 6. So that's something I think myself and Ray will get. Just not sure. Don't know whether to get it through Game Pass or to get it through Steam. Definitely either way it's going on PC, which is crazy. So I don't know what to do. But Battlefield, I didn't get a chance to play the beta or the alpha, but it looked incredible. And apparently they've slowed it down again. So for the actual release of the game, apparently they've slowed the movement down again, so you get that feeling of being a soldier rather than just sliding everywhere, flipping diving, dolphin diving like you do in Call of Duty. The crazy things is the numbers. Has anybody seen on socials the numbers? So the coherent most players on day one of Black Ops 7 was 75,000 and some change. Then it dropped down to 60, I think it was 62,000. And then Battlefield was 521,000 and some change. Like, just goes to show that I think people are getting tired of COD. They are getting tired. It's crazy. Get it through premium for all the Edition games. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Because the game, well, full disclosure, you'll, as it comes, just gone 6 p.m. I call it 6:30 when we swap the things over. We're giving 3 people the chance to win the Phantom Edition. Well, it's £100 cash equivalent we're going to give you. So you can buy it on any platform. If you buy it on PC, then there's some change there for you to maybe buy a pizza whilst you're playing it. So that'll end on Thursday at 6. And we'll get the cash over to you in the morning. So you can obviously choose what platform you want it on then. Which is good. If I missed anything in chat, we got distracted by games. And we were talking about a recent social nightmare. So just want to make sure that I've involved everybody here. Still a business. Saw that one from Magic Bean. Baked the review. I mean, we swear. Saw that bit. Carry on regardless. Now we're thinking about spot on Julie. Just making sure I've not missed anything. It was the song that went with the bright lights that got me. Bright lights! Bright lights! Starting to grind on everyone. Yeah. Guilty of going too far. Respect the boundaries. Right, I think I'm caught up. Sorry, chat. I just realised that we just got on the games. And I think you'll find this year, if you're new here, we like to interact with our audience. I'll go through and I try and keep up with chat as best I can. Got through that one. Saw that one. You guys have actually built something. I come here not to win, but to chill and chat. You guys allow that every week for me, so thank you. Yes, I enter comms, but I'm slowly making friends from the group. Do you know, there's some really cool stories from the community. There's a lot of people that have met because of Comp City giveaways, which is a really heartwarming in itself. As I say, getting to see some of our mods and stuff has been really good. Like, for example, a few weeks ago, Lisa was down from Scotland. She met some friends from Birmingham, and then they went to a walk in the Four Waterfalls in Wales. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll bring the dog. So that was cool. And a lot of people have made some really good friends in this community, which I think is awesome in itself. And that's what it's all about. It's not, yeah, okay, we're a business and we run competitions, but from the very get-go, we always wanted something community-based, because both myself and Ray are nerds when we want to be. I've not had a chance to game quite a lot, and Ray does other stuff now to nerd out on. But yeah, we always wanted some form of community, because it's, for some people aren't in a position to play every week or every day or what have you, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to play every day, but some people generally come in here to connect with people online, watch the live draws, join in the Discord, have a natter on the community group, and that in itself is awesome. If you enter a competition, great. If you don't worry. As I say, a lot of people will come put a couple of tickets on competitions, and then they tend to sort of stay for the community, which I think is awesome. Oh, Stephen, good luck. That, mate, the odds on this DJI Mini 5 Pro is absolutely insane. Yeah, crazy, and that's what I'll talk to that in a moment. So for those of you new here, I will run through the introductions. There's just some stuff that obviously the community were asking about a second ago. I'll run through some introductions. I'll let you know how you can enter comps. I'll show you what we use to pick our winners and stuff as well. Just want to catch up with chat. What's the waitlist for? Sorry, Easy? I just noticed then. Sorry, huge waitlist I've heard. I didn't catch what that was for. I've never... Diablo's looked interesting. I don't know if I play. It's like a asymmetric sort of top-down style game, isn't it? Street Fighter 6. I find the Street Fighters, for me personally, I'm not slating the game overall, but I think fighting games as a whole I get bored of after a few rounds. The one that I did, what was it called? I want to say it was called Bloody Roar. That was one fighting game that I didn't get tired of, because you not only had your main character fighter, but you also had your animal that you could turn into that could change the fight entirely. Ghost of Yotai, so to say, I'm just catching up with her. I think you heard me talk about it. Ghost of Yotai, only reviews though. It is good. Like I say, slightly repetitive. There's the odd glitch in it. What game doesn't come with glitches these days? Like I was chatting to this one NPC, and you just saw these horses like landing and then like freaking. It was quite funny to watch, but nothing game breaking. I've not had it crash on me. The sound is amazing. The horse riding is really good. It's really fluid. So like you can just be running, call your horse as you're running. You can jump on your horse, a little bit like Ghost of Tsushima. If you run into the battle, you can literally get your horse into the middle of wherever you want to go, press circle, you'll jump off, and you're just fluid again. Everything is like designed to be fluid. The assassinations are great, especially when you get like the multi-assassination ability. So when you go to the shrines and learn abilities, you can... That is so visceral and fun when you chain attacking assassinations. That's really good. Yeah, then we talked about Battlefield. Battlefield 6 looks so much fun. So much fun. So Dan Jackson, I'm not enjoying the new beta, the new COD beta, if I'm honest, but maybe I'm a little bit bored of Call of Duty. You need a good change up. If only COD could do a year off. Yeah, I think they need a break. And I've seen something online earlier that someone's like, I thought this looked familiar. And they've actually done a comparison between COD Mobile and Black Ops 7. And they look very similar, which is kind of scary. You'd think you'd be advancing in graphics. And I think that's what Battlefield 6 is kind of doing, is like, look at me, I look beautiful and I perform well. From what I've seen, like the graphics look insane. From what I've seen, what map is it? I think it's Operation Firestorm or something. On that map, you're almost genuinely at a disadvantage if you're facing the sun, because you can't see certain bits. They were on about reducing sniper glint and stuff in the new update, and I thought, yeah, that's gonna be good. Scott, if you haven't played it yet, don't. What's that? The Call of Duty? Yeah, probably not. Community is great when I can tune in, but the comps are always great. I like that. And that's got to be saying something from you, Munch, especially the fact that you are a COD player and you're saying like get away from it. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Parents dress. I'm away to my girlfriend's for 3 weeks. If I was to win, could I get the prize sent to my parents' address, or does it have to be sent to the address on the account? One of two things we can do there for you, Sophie. So we can either hold on to the prize if you win and wait for you to come back. That's no issue, depending on what you win. Or you can nominate another address for us to send to. That's also fine as well. That is no worries at all. The map's a door and window base. It's sluggish gameplay and completely weapon. I think Battlefield's going to win it this year then. And kudos to them, because they had their downfall. I stay well clear of Battlefield 2042. Well clear. Well, chat, I need to get on to introducing who I am and stuff. For those of you that don't know me, you're probably like, what's this ginger guy on about? He's just been chatting for ages. But you've obviously discovered that I like to have a chinwag with the community. But if I am new to your screen, I'm Scott. I'm one of the co-owners and company directors of Comp City Giveaways. If you haven't guessed already or visited the website, so Comp City Giveaways is a competition website. We are based in Newport, South Wales. And as long as you're over the age of 18 and you're a resident of the UK or Northern Ireland, you can enter our competitions. Every single prize you see on the website, including the DJI Mini 5 Pro, which is doing awful, is guaranteed. We always guarantee our draws here. There's never an extension. There's never a rollover. And guys, this has ended the legendary tech bundle here. The 5k tech bundle, sorry, is ending on Monday. Look where that yellow bar is. Crazy. The best odds we've done on a tech bundle as well. £3 an entry. Loads of chances to get yourself involved in Lego. More comps to go live from probably about 6:30ish by the time that these are all pulled off and entry lists are done and stuff, and me and Ray do the switch over. So you see some more stuff there as well. So you say doors in the beta. Is it literally like opening and closing doors, or what? Doors and windows is like, almost sounds like you're playing paintball then, where cover is like a must. You can't. It doesn't sound like you can run and gun then. There's no. So they've kind of stripped back the movement. I'm guessing. Going back to game talk now. But yeah, so all of our competitions are guaranteed. I'll talk you. Where's an instant win comp? This is perfect. Also underperforming, but it is what it is, chat. If a comp doesn't do well for us, yeah, we might have ramen for the week. However, you guys have awesome odds. So I'm going to use this as an example, but basically, how do you enter our competitions? Now, if there's anything in here that maybe I don't cover, or you're unsure of anything, there is an FAQ live on the website that covers many topics. If you're unsure of anything, however, you're always welcome to drop us a message on Facebook or Instagram business pages. You can even email us at info@compcitygiveaways.co.uk if there's any questions. But how do we enter a comp, chat? Find a comp that you want to enter. I'm just going to be using the Cube competition as an example. Select how many tickets you want to enter in for, go through the checkout process, complete your payment, and you'll be met with a thank you for your order page. Now that'll show you how much you've spent, what ticket numbers and stuff you've been allocated, but if you're entering an instant win competition, then if you're lucky enough to bag any of the instant wins that are within that competition, it'll show you on the thank you for your order page. Now, instant wins, there's always an instant win table on every single instant win competition that updates in real time. So say Jane Doe goes through checkout, they check out with ticket number 400. That means we owe them 675 quid or an RTX 5060 Ti gaming PC. Jane Doe's name goes here automatically, and on that thank you for your order page, it'll tell them that they've won with what ticket number. If you miss that prompt, by the way, chat, you will be able to, you will receive a separate email confirming that instant win anyway, so don't worry. And failing that, we contact you. So make sure your details are correct, at the very least your email and your telephone number, and we'll get in touch should you have, forgotten or actually not realize you won an instant win. We always follow up with it. Like I say, all competitions are guaranteed. How is it we pick our winners, chat? So entry lists here at Com City Giveaways are always pre-published. You get a chance to sort of see who's entered what. Now the sun's like gone down. I need to adjust this brightness again. Come on, Jesus. So yeah, we always pop the entry lists up prior to going live, as this gives you a chance to basically see who's entered and for what. Entry lists look like this, chat, so they'll show you what we're drawing for, total amount of tickets that should have sold, and the cost. This one sold out, so not the best example. So if I use this one, reason I like to show ones that haven't sold out is for this reason. There we go, perfect. Now, if a competition hasn't sold out, you will see missing ticket numbers on the entry list. For example, here 1, 3, 7, then 8, then 16. You can see that it jumps. Reason being, if those tickets haven't sold, but we still use the same number range. We then, to pick our winners when we're live, we use Google's RNG. So go to Google, type in random number generator or Google's random number generator. And this is what we use here as Google's integrated RNG. Sometimes, however, random.org does appear at the top when they're paying for their advertising, but we don't use that. We use this one. And chat, let's show you how it works. So give me, I'm not drawing for anything at all, so you can give me any number range on the pre-live. Just give me any numbers and I'll put it in to show you how it works. The guns are so unbalanced. It's all auto doors that are open for 5 seconds and shut on you again, annoying for grenades. Then there's window and flank spots literally everywhere on the map. What, so you can, a window's open in the sense that you can jump through them and you can't, so every single door is auto. That is ridiculous. I guess what you could do is get the timings on those doors, because what you'll eventually do is you'll kind of figure out, because there's going to be a pattern, right, on those doors. That's how I think my brain would work, is that certain time frames when you're running from certain positions, you could probably see that one door is going to go and realize that the next one's going to go in a few more seconds. So eventually you're going to be able to read that and use that as an advantage. I think that'd be kind of cool. No dice this time, but easy, you might bag the main prize, which is the £1,000 cash, or the Mini 5 Pro itself. So yeah, it's crazy. So what we got? What we got? We got a low number there. We got Mike Daly with 901. Brian with Poops. What else we got? And then we'll go with yours again. Munch there, so 75820. 75, not 95, so 75820. So chat, imagine this is a competition that I'm drawing for. I simply line the mouse up with Generate, as you can see here. I'll pick the mouse up, press this button, and each time I do so, as you can see, it's going to find a random number between that number range. Now, if we land on an unsold number, I'm simply going to come back to this screen, line the mouse up with Generate again, and I keep pressing this button until we find our winners for the evening. So nice and simple, that's how it works. So chat, let's have a look at what is ending today then. So you literally, everything I'm about to go through under quest ending, you've got just over half hour to get involved. We have the choice of Ghost of Yotai console. So if you want it in black or gold, just a heads up, these are in stock, so they're in hand and ready to be shipped. So 50 pence an entry, and whichever console you decide to choose will come with a digital copy. When I was looking at when I was ordering these, digital copy of Ghost of Yotai as well. You got 35 total entries for an RTX 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash. It is £50 to enter, but only 35. So it's a 1 in 35 chance of winning a PC or £1,000 cash, basically. You've got the cheaper to enter, 10 pence to enter version of that competition, so exactly the same price. You've got the DJI Mini 5 Pro drone fly more combo, which has literally everything you need to just get out on the road and take your drone out. Even comes with refresh as well. SD card holders, ND filters, spare props. Yeah, it's an insane bit of kit. So DJI Mini 5 Pro there, or £1,000 cash, plus chances to win some goodies instantly as well. 35p an entry. We've got the main prize of this is £2,000 to spend on a PC. Or if you just want outright cash, then it's, I think it was 1,700 quid on this. But yeah, if you're putting it towards a PC, you get up to £2,000. Yeah, £1,700. But you could win £675 cash or a 5060 Ti gaming PC just by entering this competition. Again, every single prize has a guaranteed draw. There are never any rollovers or extensions here at Comp City. Also there with the 10p multiplier, we have chances to win £100 cash instantly just by playing. How are we doing, Jared? Instantly just by playing that competition. Main prize for that is a £400 cash prize, just 10 pence an entry, so absolutely mental. We've got the Samsung 990 Pro heatsink, 2TB, and yes, this does work with the PS5. So it's fast enough and has its little heatsink on it to work with the PS5. And we've also got the low odds Xbox Elite Wireless Series 2 core pad in a choice of colour, £2 an entry. Now all of those competitions will be closing today at 6 PM. We've also got the Wicked Instant Wins competition, which has £132,000 worth of instant wins, and the main prize being £5,000 tax-free cash. However, there's also chances to win £5,000 tax-free cash instantly, as well as £2,500, iPhones, TVs, consoles. Like, there is flipping tons in this. I'm just, look, that you could find and win instantly just by playing that competition. We've got the Creator PC, which I think 3 PCs have gone now, or 4? 3. So 3 out of 10 PCs have gone, which means there are 7 chances an RTX 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash to find and win instantly. But the main prize you're playing for is the Creator PC, which is a 9950 X3D, an RTX 5090, and 64 gig of DDR5 RAM. This thing is insane. 25 pence an entry, and it could be yours. Or you could say walk away with an instant win. Who knows? We've got the 5K tech bundle, the best odds that we've done, which is due to end on Monday. Monday is the 13th, isn't it? Yeah, due to end on the 13th, £3 an entry, not even 25% sold, and ends next week. Absolutely insane bundle, or there's a £3.5 cash alternative, and also chances to win anything from 25 quid up to £150 up to £500, sorry, instantly on this. Absolutely insane. So yeah, that is due to end soon. We've got chance to win Switch 2s instantly with a bundle at the end of it. Lego, which is not performing that great, is ending on Thursday, chat. This is like a £900 set, the new Death Star, 50p an entry, guaranteed draw. And if you don't want the Lego, there's £700 cash that we can send to you instead. So lots to get involved in on the site. Let's have a little catch up. The Kratos PC is going to look nice on my desk. You know what? It's a really nice, clean build. Not heavily RGB, just a little bit of the RAM RGB and the Infinity Mirror on the Zotac graphics card, but such a neat build. Really, really good. Do you know what? I'll have to check that. I'm not sure on the core. You know, there's the nope, doesn't. Has an internal rechargeable battery that lasts up to 40 hours on a single charge. You can recharge it using the included USB-C cable. Flipping out, so Xbox have stepped their game up then. Damn. Because I would assume yes, because like the regular Xbox pads need the batteries. I don't know why they've not bothered putting in like proper rechargeable units like PlayStation has done for a few years now. It's probably just an upsell. Oh, just buy our Elite pads. They're great. I should enter that since that's the date of Mrs. Maybe birthday. Maybe get a lot of luck. Good luck. Damn, Stick Drift. You're just squeezing too hard, man. To be fair, on a game like that, it's hard not to like almost squeeze your pad. What is going on with this lighting as well? Let me adjust the lighting. Bit of brightness. Little bit warmer. Oh, there he is. Got a bit of colour now. Got a bit of colour now. And I was like, why am I looking a bit washed out? I was like, the lighting's wrong because I'm absolutely roasting at the minute. I might have to put the hose back out the window and put the aircon on. Cause it's spicy in here with this lighting. I mean, spicy. Chat, let's do what I like to call the final breakdown then, chat. And my stuff should work now. Is it going to work? Come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's working. Oh, did you? I didn't see that pop through because Mum deals with a lot of the instant ones now. Let's have a look again. Let's have a look again. Oh, there he is. Oh, saying that, I think I briefly remember you like a few moments ago mentioning it in chat. Actually, I think it was. We do Astro A50s quite a lot. Streaming products do awful. We did a full streaming bundle not so long ago, and no one wanted it after asking for it. We did like a Stream Deck, Elgato Lite, like what I've got here, a microphone, headphones. I think we did Astros. Or was it Logitech GX Pros or something? Not doing too bad, Jace man. But they don't do that great at all. So it's a bit tough to like just chuck them up if they're not gonna, people aren't gonna enter them. Astro A50Xs we do, like for example, we recently did the McLaren version. So we'll pop one of those up again probably in a few weeks. I feel like I'm the only person. That's because you're just the tip, Brian. You're playing well, Brian. Oh mate, have you? Oh, so that PS5 you've got was the first one you've had, is it, Brian? Yeah, do you know what? I thought it was going to be a gimmick, so when I first got it, I was like, oh yeah, whatever. And like I say, I have my PS5 on launch day, pretty much. And the control pad, oh my god, I highly rate the DualSense 4 pad. And it like wait till you play Spider-Man then. So if this is your first PS5, wait till you play Spider-Man. The way that when it takes a little bit of getting used to, but the way when you're swinging like the webs and you get a bit of resistance on the triggers. I love how it plays with Ghost of Yotai, even when you're on the horse and you get that slight rumble in the pad, and just the way the cutscenes work. I thought it was going to be a gimmick, but it's not. It's really clever. And the other stuff that you can obviously do in Ghost of Yotai, like the paintings and lighting the campfires, where you've got to like hit your flint against it and you're flicking it that way. Giving away my secrets now. And then you've got to turn and blow air on it and stuff. I love all that stuff. Thought it was good. Xbox and PC, so my Ghost of Yotai PS5 is the first PS5. Does complete my PlayStation collection though, as I've got one of every generation now. Nice. Yeah, it's such a good console. I really rate the PS5. Right, what I didn't play. So this is the part that I like to call it's the final breakdown. So, final breakdown is chat. Everything that is under Quest Ending is closing today at 6 PM, with or without you. We have the Ghost of Yotai choice of console, so whether you want it in the black or gold finish is your choice. One thing I've noticed about these pads as well, I think they've actually... Oh, you've got one, haven't you, Bri? Is you know, on the actual touchpad and everything else, is it actually slightly engraved, like it's been scratched or hit with a katana? Because that looked, that did look good. So, yeah, we got that ending, 50 pence an entry. We've got the 50 quid to enter RTX 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash, but it does have only a 1 in 35 chance of winning, which is great. You've got the 10p to play RTX 5070 gaming PC as well, or £1,000 cash. We're exactly the same comp, just different price to enter. We have the abysmally performing DJI Mini 5 Pro Fly More combo. So whoever's entering that has absolutely insane odds at the main price, 35 pence an entry again. We guarantee every single... I thought, do you know what? I might get the pad, Brian. I might get the pad. Put it on display. Yeah. We've got the £2,000 main prize towards you spending on a PC, or maybe you want the £1,700 cash alternative instead. There's £675 cash alternative for the 5060 Ti gaming PCs that you can win instantly as well. So as I say, hello. We've got the 10p multiply, which can give you a chance to win £100 cash instantly just by playing. Main price for that is a £400 cash prize. We got the 990 Pro heatsink 2TB, 50 pence an entry, and then we got the £2 to enter Xbox Elite Wireless Series 2 core pad. Yes, engraved in as well as some of the details of the plates. Nice. Okay, yeah, I might get the pads then. It's always good to have a spare pad anyway. I think it'd be decent. I thought they were. I saw a picture of them, like, because on this picture doesn't quite do it justice. On here, oh, you can kind of see it, but yeah, these are like engraved on here, and that must actually feel quite nice on the pad. And on here, I like those little touches. Yeah, it's a really, yeah, I'm enjoying that game. I'm hoping I can stick with it. I hope my brain's like, do you know what? We'll let you see this one out, but I am enjoying that game. Orbski boy, Skinny, good luck. Good luck. Which of DualSense Edge controller had 4 paddles? Xbox controller, fingers crossed. Oh, did they do them on this one? I think they were on the DS3 pad. I'm not sure if you can get at least the 2 pads behind it, or the other option you can do is the PS5 does do an Elite pad. Mind, I'm not sure if you know. Oh no, so DualSense Edge, you're on about there. I see what you're saying now. Expert for you to control hopefully. See, I always get on. So I used to have the Nacon Revolution Unlimited pads. And I much preferred that than having the triggers on the Elite pad. I don't know, everyone's preference, obviously. I found that the triggers on the Elite Series 2 pad were like very flimsy. Whereas having the buttons there, I think, work much better. Much better. Much better. No Bamboo Labs printers just yet, Jace. Something that you'll see them from time to time anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put the hose out the window. This room is roasting with that PC on. Two paddles. Oh, yeah, I think you only need two paddles anyway. So when I used to use the Nacon, I had 4. But I never bothered. As long as I could jump and crouch without taking my thumbs off the sticks. Happy days. Happy days. Right, so chat, this is the part of the pre-live where I give you a chance to win some store credit. Now, how this works is I need you to give me a number between 1 and 75. So any number between 1 and 75, but 1 number per person. I don't want you swapping or changing that number. I'm going to spin the wheel 5 times. And if we land on a winner, awesome. You get a £10 store credit unless you play a game of higher or lower. If I don't land on any winners, I don't give any store credit. But if, say, for example, 2 people win it, then I split the store credit between you. 3 people, so on and so forth. Yeah, I do like the look of the thing is I don't play anything competitive on the PS5. The PS5 is just for story games pretty much. Anything competitive shooter-wise will always be on a keyboard and mouse. I'll always invest in that on the PC. Yeah, oh, what's it called? The art of something. Kintsugi, that's it. I knew it was something. Kintsugi, where they repair. Basically, they glue it back together and then they paint the cracks in gold, and it looks more beautiful than it was when it started. Kintsugi. 3 in a row. Come on. Good luck, Adam. Good luck. Right, I think you've all had enough time. I'm going to start spinning the wheel. Nine minus the 6. We got Courtney Game with 9. We have Sarah Fisher with 9. Right, so we got 2 of you with 9, so I can still play a game of higher or lower with you too, actually. So how it works now is at the moment. Oh, hang on, I'm missing some cards here, am I? I am. Let me make sure I got them all here. There should be 54 because I keep the jokers. Give me 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. $54. So basically, higher or lower between 2 people is, if you want to play, you can either stick with a £5 store credit each, or if you want to play a game of higher or lower, I basically shuffle a deck of cards, show you the top card. You then say higher or lower. If you win, you'll get £10 store credit. If you lose, however, you'll walk away with nothing. So it's entirely up to you. So Courtney, did you want to play a game of higher or lower? And Sarah, would you like to play a game of higher or lower? Let me know. But you've got a chance to take home £10 store credit instead of a £5. Up to you. Just put a few in for the... Oh, mate, the PS4 Hannah. I even had the God of War. Courtney wants a stick. I even had the God of War Pro version of the console back in the day. My God, and that was... Won't play the game. No worries, Sarah. If you drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram, please, just with the email that's linked to your account, because what we do now is we've got a wallet system that I'll have to set up for you, and I'll credit your account with £5 store credit. Courtney, you won not so long ago, so I've got access to your wallet, so I'll top that up with a £5 in a moment. Do you know what? It's crazy. So before I had the PS5, and I literally traded in the God of War console for it, I thought, yeah, PS5 looks like it's going to be insane. And you see all the press stuff on it, and you see how apparently fast it is, and my God, the way that it literally does what it says on the tin. You are just into a game. I think you can turn, I think it's about 15 to 20 seconds from turning the console on to resuming where you were in your game. Is just, it's like being teleported compared to the PS4. PS4 was a great console, but PS5, hands down, one of the best consoles like I've played. It's insane. And the pad, the DualSense 5 pad. 5? DualSense 5, DualSense 4, DualSense 5, DualSense pad, whatever. My brain's gone blank. Really good spacing, very good to play on. Yeah, so good luck with that as well. So Courtney's sticking, Sarah's sticking. Drop me a message, and Sarah and I will get that sorted for you. Nice one. And comp's closing 15 minutes, chat. So anything that you see under quest ending, you've got 15 minutes left to enter. If you don't, they're going to close without you anyway. So the odds are absolutely insane. So you may as well take advantage of them. And we shall see you from 7 PM. And I'm about to stick a hose at the window. Put the aircon on because it is roasting in this room. Love ya. Bye.